So Hydrogen 2.0 in nature-powered future. What this means, this is a presentation about biohydrogen. So biohydrogen is a type of hydrogen fuel produced biologically, as other types are. Involves microorganisms and renewable resources. It stands out because it doesn't rely heavily on carbon, and it essentially will greatly reduce carbon footprint. So what is it? Essentially, it comes from organic matter. So this is most likely agricultural waste, algae, or bacteria. It can be broken down to produce hydrogen. It is broken down in specifically designed facilities. So these facilities have bioreactors, or for algae, they may have open ponds where they're grown for sunlight, water, and nutrients. Well, not grown for, but they contain those. And this makes it a controlled environment. So under the right circumstances, they can perform photosynthesis and respiration, which converts sunlight into energy. So this energy will be used to, run things essentially. So production, I know this slide may look just a little vague. However, all three of these things go into the production of biohydrogen. So during fermentation, organic matter is broken down by bacteria under aerobic respiration conditions. Algae species can produce hydrogen directly through photosynthesis. By manipulating photosynthesis, we can get that energy to produce clean fuel. While it is energy efficient, the main concern right now is making it economically viable for large scale production. Status and implementation. So while everyone cares for renewable resources now, this is still in the research and development phase. As I previously stated, the biggest challenge is making it large scale and sustainable. We need to optimize the production efficiency in order to be able to take into account how much it costs. So scientists need to find the proper microorganisms, whether it be algae or some sort of other form that yields the greatest amount of efficiency. So environmentally, obviously the pros are that it will reduce the carbon footprint. So everything comes from waste products. So these would essentially be gone to waste if they were not used. And it will obviously generate new job opportunities that people will care for in the environmental agency. The cons are that it currently is extremely high process. It also is slower compared to other biofuels. Um, Maybe because of the bioreactors, you need the plant, like you need it at a specific site. And then obviously the fossil fuels, we've relied on them for thousands of years. So for the public knowledge, obviously everyone cares for renewable resources because this is brought to attention as of late because of how much climate has changed and the increasing temperature. However, more research needs to be done to show why it will be a great option. Organizations must also be able to address concerns to people of how expensive it will be. So raising awareness, it does show promise. I mean, research has shown that this is great efficiency. However, it's just a little longer process. So the goals, we need to improve it and lower the costs. Proofs, continue using those microorganisms, find the best one, and without exploiting those resources. And while it won't be hard to exploit them because these are waste products, we still need to take that into account. So how to take action, this is the biggest thing. We need to develop large-scale development centers for both production and research facilities. Having them both on site, we are able to maybe have one bioreactor for algae, one for another organism to find which one is more successful. We need to globalize the idea. So I think forming a pact with the EPA and the International Energy Agency, we can get a grant for production, as in return, they host a week-long convention yearly to address the research. We also need to gain politician attentions with their campaigning. So I think recently in the election, RFK has stated how he wants to, take chemicals out of foods and whatnot. I think that would be a great to bring it to public light. And we need to give people access to these jobs so that this economy can run in this way. Yeah, I think this will be a great opportunity to use these renewable resources and make a clean fuel and biohydrogen. Thank you for listening.